Hello, friends. Welcome to another insightful session of our CIPU Leadership Dialogues. Today, we are honored to have with us Professor Dr. Rani Sadasiva Murty, Vice Chancellor, Sri Venkateswara Vedic University, Tirupati. Sri Venkateswara Vedic University is the first university statutorily established with unique features for the promotion and propagation of Vedic wisdom. Professor Rani hails from a traditional Vedic family. He holds master's degrees in Sanskrit, English, philosophy, astronomy, and astrology, and Advaita Vedanta, along with an MBA. He researched in Vedic prosody, its nature, origin, and development, earning a PhD in 1985 for his exemplary work, which received widespread acclaim from scholars across the country. And Professor Rani his academic journey spans over 4 decades. He began his teaching career in 1983, serving numerous higher education institutions in Visakhapatnam and Tirupati for 40 years before assuming the role of Vice Chancellor at Sri Venkateswara Vedic University. The recipient of the Sahitya Academy Award, Professor Rani Sadasiva Murty is a renowned poet, speaker, writer, and researcher with more than 10 awards to his name, and he has written 50 classical dance ballets in Sanskrit, Telugu, and English, authored over 50 books, 250 stotras, and 15 playlets, and edited more than 10 scholarly compilations. Additionally, over 200 of his articles have been published, and under his guidance, 26 PhDs and 25 MPhils were awarded. Some of the projects completed under his coordinatorship include electronic text of Mahabharata with hyperlinks and Gita Govinda audio project, 10 devotional audio albums, and he directed a Sanskrit feature film, Hidimba Bimbisara. Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams published the Mahabharata of Vedavyasa, 18 volumes in Sanskrit, consisting of 10,000 pages under his editorship. Professor Murty has also represented his scholarly work internationally, visiting St. Petersburg, Russia in 2004, and Kathmandu in 2008 and 2024, and California in 2018 and 2019. A very warm welcome to Dr. Murty for joining us. Thank you so much, sir, for accepting our invitation and for being here. So without much ado, let me go to the questions directly. Sri Venkateswara Vedic University is dedicated to preserving and promoting Vedic knowledge while also engaging with contemporary educational practices. So how do you balance the traditional Vedic teachings with modern educational methodologies to ensure the relevance of Vedic education in today's world? Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Karthikji. Sri Venkateswara Vedic University is a state university being funded 100% by Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanams of Sri Venkateswara Swami's great temple. And here, this university, as mentioned in the introduction, is meant for preserving, promoting, and fostering the Vedic thoughts and Vedic literature also to the horizons of the globe, not confining to any particular part of our country. So this is out of the 1,000 and more universities which we have in our country. This is the only university which is offering Vedic education on traditional lines. So, besides offering the Vedic education on traditional lines, so here we have 3 programs. One is Shastri program, which is equivalent to degree, graduation. The second one is Acharya program, which is equivalent to post-graduation, and also PhD. So, these are the 3 main programs. Besides this, we are offering many diplomas and certificate programs also. So this is broadly to introduce about the structure of this. So the students who get admission into this are expected to complete their 9 to 12 years education in any traditional institution. Then they will directly get admission into Shastri. So, strictly on traditional lines, the Vedas will be taught. This being Vedic University, not only Vedas, along with that, whatever is supportive to the Vedic knowledge, all those Shastras also are being taught to them. So this is broadly to know about the content and concept of this university. So accordingly, along with the Vedas, we offer knowledge and we offer programs in Agamas and Paurohitya and also supporting Shastras of the Vedas, without which we cannot understand what is Veda. So when this is the core content of this university, as you are asking how this is relevant in the modern times, that also should be proved. For that sake, one, a person who is who gets mastery over our ancient traditional knowledge automatically knows what the society expects from the Vedic knowledge. In our view, Vedic knowledge was produced in a remote past, some millennia of years back, for the sake of the Deedan society's needs, to meet Deedan society's needs. That is why this is not out of the society. So this was fulfilling all the expectations. Samhitas, Aranyakas, Brahmanas, Upanishads, Shadangas, and then ancillary sciences like the four Upavedas, we say, Gandharva Veda, Arthaveda, and then Ayurveda. Ayurveda is nothing but medicine which has relevance in the modern times. And similarly, Gandharva Veda is nothing but all the fine arts come under the umbrella of Gandharva Veda. Similarly, Arthaveda is nothing but administration, economics, and other subjects. And the fourth one is Dhanurveda. Dhanurveda is not only about the archery, but it is about all military arts. So when these are the four Upavedas, which belong to the Vedic family, this has relevance of all types. So in this manner, research, as far as research is concerned, research mainly concentrates on such subjects which can help to the modern times from the ancient lore. That is why we concentrate in the field of research about the particularly cosmology, meteorology, and then mathematics, biology, hydrology, management, geology, psychology, physiognomical phonetics, etc. So all these are there. So in this manner, whatever we offer, not merely traditionally he must be sound, and he is being introduced to the field of computers also, and also he is being introduced to the modern languages like Indian and Western languages like English, German, etc. As a result, what will happen? A Vedic scholar who can meet the expectations of the society through his modern mix of modern and traditional learning. So such students are being produced. So this is in brief to say about the way of learning and the subjects being offered, etc. Another virtuous thing is we could successfully introduce NEP 2020 in our campus. That is why major subject, minor subject, skill enhancement subjects, and similarly the all other kinds of subjects are also being introduced. That is why what happens, our concentration is for the development of a student in 5 types of fitnesses. The first fitness is physical fitness. For that sake, we introduce yoga. And then psychological fitness. For that sake, he learns the Upanishadic learnings, etc., through which the personality can be very firmly be developed. That is why this is the second one. The third one is intellectual fitness. For that sake, we offer dhyana and other related subjects. That's why intellectually he will be fit. Fourth one is spiritual fitness. Spiritual fitness can be obtained through the regular practices of meditation, etc., which are being offered here. And the fifth one is social fitness. Social fitness is attained through participation in NSS and all other activities. Also, the meetings, wherever social gatherings are happening, there these people also will participate. In such a way, 5 types of fitnesses are also being offered. So, as per the design of our institution, this university, on par with all other regular universities, participate in every activity whichever is expected through UGC. That's why we have five agencies which are guiding us. First one is UGC. The second one is the APSHE, that is Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education. Third one is Governor is our Chancellor. That's why time to time we get directions from the Honorable Governor of Andhra Pradesh. Fourth one is our statutory bodies. They are the Financial Committee and also the other committees whichever are there. They all those. Fifth one is the sponsoring institution, that is TTD. So in brief, to introduce about this university was begun in, this is 18 years young. I don't say this is 18 years old. That's why in the year 2006, July 12th, this university was started. This is in brief about our university.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for those valuable insights. So moving on to my next question. So Vedic knowledge offers profound insights into philosophy, spirituality, and even ethics. So in your view, how can the Vedic education contribute to global academic discussions, particularly in areas such as sustainability or artificial intelligence and holistic well-being, etc.?
It's a very good question. Interesting question also. We should meet all these expectations. Particularly, as mentioned by you, these are not merely belonging to philosophy, spirituality, and ethics. Ethics is behavioral code. For that sake, we need our own system of activity. Similarly, spirituality. Spirituality is nothing but it is not an extraneous thing, but it is within. It is a built-in expression. So whatever energy we have, we are not utilizing for the convenience of the one's own personal development and also for the development of the entire global welfare. Since the beginning of the Vedic emergence, Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani paschyantu ma kaschin dukkha bhag bhavet. The global welfare is the ultimate requirement and expectation of the Vedic learning. So under these circumstances, beyond this, the positive sciences, whichever are there, they are also there in our Vedic learning. Particularly meteorology is there. If you want to know about meteorology, we know it helps in forecasting the future weather changes, including rain and the heat of the sun, summer, etc. All these whichever are there. Regarding Vedic meteorology is concerned, wonderfully, it is the principles which are adopted in the astronomy part, not about astrological part. In the astronomy part of the Vedic learning, whatever is there, that is useful even today in forecasting the future rainfall. So I have done personally, myself, I have done 15 years study in this area. So we have collected all the Panchangams, that is having collected Panchangams from the south, the deep south, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, and then the heavy rainfall areas, Assam, etc. Having collected this, we have collected the data from the IMD, that is Indian Meteorology Department also. Of 15 years, data was collected. And then the rainfall predictions of IMD and rainfall predictions mentioned in the Panchangams we have listed, and we prepared some statistical data, pie diagrams, etc. also were created. And after comparing these things, the actual rainfall data also was purchased by us from IMD. After purchasing this actual rainfall data, we made a comparison. When we made a comparison, to our pleasure, we could see the accuracy of predictions in the Panchangams is almanacs. Panchangam means the almanac predictions are more accurate than the IMD predictions. Moreover, the almanacs are prepared. Panchangam of every year is prepared almost 6 months before the commencement of the year. But IMD can predict only 3 months or 4 months in advance. So here 26 principles are there in the Panchanga preparation on which we can have the weather predictions. Similarly, the main principles in the IMD are 16 principles are there. The direction of the wind and the floating clouds, etc., observation of the surroundings, etc. All these are there in the IMD. Similarly, here also we have the classification of clouds also is there. Every cloud doesn't rain. That's why what kind of rain, clouds rain, and how to identify the nature of the cloud, all these were there in our ancient system. So they have their own system accordingly. This is one example, meteorologies. Similarly, identifying the underground waters, that which comes under hydrology. There is a lot of study related to hydrology. This kind of positive senses are also available. Similarly, cosmology, one of the very interesting subjects. In the cosmology, it works on 5 basic principles. A state before the emergence of the universe, not one galaxy or 2 galaxies, cluster of galaxies. Before the emergence of the galaxies, what was there? That beginning also was described in the Vedic literature. And after that, the second one is there is a cause for the emergence of the universe. That cause also was identified. After that, the prototype creation that is the creation of the species, different types of species, living beings and non-living beings, and all these again subclasses like that. And after that, batch-wise creation, that is the human beings to all the insects. They die, and again the cycle of births, etc. About that also we have. So in this manner, the creation part, the cause of the creation, etc., are very well explained in the cosmological aspects of our Vedic hymns. More than 200 and odd suttas, we have this kind of things. Similarly, behavioral things, ethics. Generally, when we come across, we feel that it is to give an advice to the others. It is not so as far as the spiritual ethics and administrative ethics, which are divided into 3 aspects like this in our ancient ethics system. They say to mold yourself first. Ethics are helpful in molding yourself. After that, offering your service to the society. These are from one end to mold oneself, and the other end to offer your services to the society. These are the 2 things. When this is about molding yourself, there are 2 things again: individuality and personality. Individuality is having a perfect knowledge of one's own abilities, talents, and skills. We know about our abilities, talent, and skills, the better will be our individuality. And the talent, skills, and abilities of a person, when identified by the society, it gives us a personality. So, individuality and personality are the 2 sides of the same coin, 2 sides of the same person. So, this is how. For this sake, we take the help of the Vedic study, Vedic learning, Vedic ethics, etc. As I was mentioning in the first question also, the spirituality also, which is an internal part itself. It is not something coming from extraneous sources. Similarly, one more interesting thing is, in our ancient texts, Vedic literary texts, they say that human intellect has such a capacity to retain lot of memory in the intellect. How it could be possible? I will give you an example. We have a honey hive. In the honey hive, there are certain subsections. Innumerable subsections are there in every honey hive. So in each of the honey hive, the honeybees keep the honey. Similarly, human intellect also is having, they say in ancient texts, Dasasahasra upakoshaha santi manavasya dhikoshe. They say manavas dhikosha is the intellect. In the intellect, there are subsections, 10,000 subsections. Prati upakosham shata ramayanani sata mahabharatani sthapayitum shakyate. They say in each upakosha, 100 Ramayanas and 100 Mahabharatas can be preserved. So this is the capacity of our human brain. Of course, we are not utilizing it to that extent. To the extent of requirement only we are utilizing, and we are retaining very little. So how to improve and how to increase the intellectual abilities and talents and intellectual capacity? That is also mentioned. To increase the capacity of the intellect, what we have to do? What kind of oshadhis are helpful? What kind of food it helps? What kind of behavior it requires? What kind of persons are to be met and be dealt with? All these things are given, the company, etc. So this kind of subjects are available. Our interest should be turned towards that so that we can get a lot from it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Murty. So my final question to you is about the research. So what are the key research focus areas of Sri Venkateswara Vedic University, and how is the university fostering innovation while staying true to its core values and traditions?
It is a question about which I have to answer with some responsibility. Here, we offer many kinds of research pursuits. One thing is studying the content of every ancient text out of 1,131 Veda Samhitas of ancient times. In the modern times, only 11 Veda Samhitas are available in the entire country and outside also. Not more than 11. So out of these 11, every Samhita means mantra bhaga of the Veda. In every mantra bhaga, there are 4 subsections. One is the mantra bhaga, and then Brahmana, and then Aranyaka, and then Upanishad. All this together is called one Veda. One Veda Sakha, recension, we say. This kind of recensions, what they teach to us, as far as Upanishads are seen, more than majorly 11 Upanishads are available, and along with those, some 100 plus Upanishads, 108 they say. Some people say 258, some people say 516 Upanishads like this. I have all these collections with me as far as Upanishads are concerned. As asked by you in our previous question, all the matters related to the spirituality are available in the Upanishad section. So our research will be on spirituality. This is one point. Similarly, Samhitas, the Veda mantra, Moola mantras, whatever are there, those Samhitas are not merely confined to sacrificial performances. They deal about the society. They deal about all the sciences which were being mentioned by me, in my previous question, like cosmology, mathematics, meteorology, hydrology, management, and all these things. Like this, biology, zoology, all aspects are there Even geology also is there. Like that, I could identify 21 branches of sciences. So whoever is interested in doing his research on sciences, they are also being offered by us. Third one is we have a keen interest in developing the manuscript study. So that's why in our collection we have 2,118 manuscripts. Similarly, we offer freely to every, this is a free and open offering of us to every university. If they want to participate, if they want to take our services, we have a good equipment with us to scan the manuscripts and to offer the digitalization of manuscripts. If they have a collection of manuscripts, they can come into MOU with us, and through that MOU, we can scan all the manuscripts whichever are there with them, whether they are paper manuscripts or the palm leaf manuscripts, in whichever form they are. If they bring to us, we can scan them in a stipulated period, depending on the volume of the volume and size of the manuscripts. We can scan them, and after scanning, we will offer them digital copies as well as their own copies also. So here, how this is related to research? Here I would like to focus upon. In scanning, after scanning and digitalization of these manuscripts, there may be some rare texts which are related to sciences, which are related to humanities, which are related to languages, which are related to the scriptures, etc. So when such manuscripts are available, we can make them published through our university also. Or we encourage our students to take up their PhD on keen study of these manuscripts. One or the other manuscript will be chosen by a student, and he will search for similar manuscript from other sources also, other national sources, and he makes a deep study of it. He submits his thesis on this, so that society will be benefited with such keen study. So this is one way. Similarly, comparative study also is there. So conceptual study, comparative study, and manuscript study, and historicity of the any one branch of learning, all these are there on which we encourage our students to their this one. So now presently we have nearly 46 students, research students, PhD students who got registered for PhD, and they are in their pursuits for their acquiring degrees. Their concentration is not to acquire PhD, but to offer something worthy to the society.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Professor Murty, for sharing such a detailed overview. The university's research focus, and it's truly inspiring to see how Sri Venkateswara Vedic University is pioneering the integration of Vedic wisdom with modern scientific inquiry. So your approach to fostering innovation while maintaining the core values of Vedic education is really commendable, and it highlights the university's important role in contributing to both the preservation of ancient knowledge and the advancement of contemporary academic thought. So thank you for sharing your valuable perspectives with us today, and we look forward to seeing the continued impact of your leadership and the pioneering work of Sri Venkateswara Vedic University in the years to come. Thank you so much, and look forward to your continued support. Thank you.
Before closing, I would like to add one expression.
Definitely, sir. Definitely, sure.
So our university presently is concentrating on 6 ways of university's development. First one is the students' overall development, that is 360 degrees development. And similarly, the abilities of increasing the abilities of the teachers also. And thirdly, the research point of view. Fourth one is the administrative efficacy also is being concentrated upon for the development with connecting it to the this one modern development activities and aspects. And fifth one is campus development. Ours is a forest. We are in a forest, very beautiful forest of red sandal trees, sprawling through 79 acres of land. So everywhere we can see red sandal trees, and some deer, rabbits, etc. also move here and there. So sometimes cheetahs also come. So this kind of environment is there. That is why fifth one. And sixth one is offering our services to the society. These are the 6 aspects we keep in our mind while developing as an ideal university. Thanks for giving me a wonderful opportunity. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. Namaskar. Thank you.